Myles Garrett just walked away from $1 million. Yesterday, the Browns opened their offseason program under the new head coach, Todd Monken, and the face of the franchise was nowhere to be found. With trade rumors swirling and a contract that just got easier to move, is the reigning DPOY sending a message? Or is Myles Garrett just being Myles? We got to talk about it. But before we fully dive into this Myles Garrett news, my name is Will, and this is Brown Sound TV. Now look, man, we know Myles Garrett usually works out on his own, right? But leaving all that money on the table, granted, we know he ain't strapped for cash. We know that. But when you got a new staff and you doing something like this, it just raises questions. Also, you remember last year what he did. He went on this whole campaign like he was trying to really get up out of Cleveland. So it's a good question. It's a good question. He got a new DC. But again, we all know this is his MO. He usually does this. So it's not nothing new. Now also, it's been rumors. It's still swirling. I don't know how they're still swirling, but it's still swirling. Even after Andrew Berry said that Myles Garrett is a Brown for life. Now maybe an X factor could be that Myles is from Texas. I don't know if he's from Dallas, but I know he's from Texas for sure, right? Who needs a pass rusher? The Cowboys. The Cowboys, America's team. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he from Texas. Jerry Jones getting older. Jerry Jones won another ring. You know, he ain't had no success for real since the 90s. That's 30 years ago. So it's like, it makes sense on paper, but as a Browns fan, I'm not trying to see Myles Garrett go, bro. Like Andrew Berry, you can't trade Myles. Now again, I know it's tempting. Depending on what they're offering, it could be very tempting. But where are you gonna find another Myles Garrett at, man? So all I'm saying is, you can't trade Myles, bro. You can't do it, man. You can't. No, not Myles. Not Myles. I mean, if you think about it, Myles is probably the second best player in franchise history, yo. Like, come on, man. The set behind Jim Brown is Jim Brown, then it's Myles. You can't trade that. I just, if you trade Myles Garrett, man. First, I'll say this too: if you trade Myles Garrett and it don't work, you already know what's gonna happen. You cooked. You cooked. Not only is you cooked, like, you gonna get fired, but you can't come back to Cleveland, bro. The fans is gonna be irate. Come on, man. Don't trade Myles Garrett, man. The man had 23 sacks last year, man. I think his career average, I don't know his career average, but I think he averages about 15 sacks a season. I think. I could be wrong. You can't give that up, man. Now, it's another option there, though. I still don't know if you should do this either, but the other option would be to trade down, right, with the Cowboys. Because again, they need a pass rusher. So at number six, you could trade down. I still don't know if I like that option though. I think if you're at 6, you got to pick somebody. That's just, I mean, we trade down too much, obviously. Andrew Berry is good for trading down. I think we trade down too much. So if you're at 6, you just got to get the best player that's available. Now, I know we all want offense. We all want an offensive player. But it could be a defensive player too, though. I look at this as a defensive draft. So it could be a defensive player as well. But We need offense. Obviously, our defense is set. We need offense. So I wouldn't trade back or I wouldn't trade down. But that's the other option. That's the better option for real. If you're gonna do something like, move Myles Garrett or trade, no, trade down. But I say don't do either, if you ask me. That's just my take on it. So from a fan's perspective, let me know which one would you do? Would you trade back? Would you trade Myles? Or would you stay put? What would you do? Let me know in the comment section. And at the end of the day got to end. But before it does, go Browns.
Here we go. Browns on 3. 1, 2, 3. Browns. Woo!